To a major development on FIFA's proposals to hold the World Cup every 2 years, UEFA President Aleksander Ceferin has told The Times they could boycott those plans, meaning no European countries would enter and it would kill football. Arsene Wenger is one of the driving forces behind the plan, and he's insistent it could help improve the game. Well, Ceferin believes he has the backing of the South America in rejecting the proposals and has criticised FIFA for going public with their plans before holding any talks with UEFA. In an interview with The Times, Ceferin says it might be good for UEFA financially, but the problem is we would be killing football like that. We are killing the players. I don't see the club allowing the players to go, and that would divide us completely. We can decide not to play in it. As far as I know, the South Americans are on the same page. So good luck with a World Cup like that. I think it will never happen, as it has so much against the basic principles of football. I hope they will come to their senses, because I don't see the right approach to go everywhere except the confederations not to speak to us. They didn't come, they didn't call, I didn't get a letter or anything. I just read in the media. Well, Wenger, who's FIFA's chief of global football development, has been speaking on the subject today, and he insists he'd received a very positive response. Wenger also told us he would grab the proposal with both hands if he was still in club management.
Overall, I think I have got a very positive response, but this decision is a democratic decision and will be made certainly by the 211 countries who are affiliated to FIFA. I think that we continue to consult people, and that's an ongoing process that will happen until December. After that, it's down to all the federations to decide what will happen. I believe if I was inside the club, I would sign with two hands for that program, because it will give me time to have the players at disposal, get their focus on what is important for the club. And overall, I would say the better separation between club and national team football would improve the quality of a concentration on both sides. Let's not forget, I tell you, if we do not play, if we create room and we do not play big competitions, you will play small competitions. Don't think that you will not play, you know. And the target of the players and of football to improve all over the world is to play top level competitions. After that, I'm not hesitant at all. I'm 100% convinced that what I propose is the right solution for the modern way to organize football.
Well, FIFA's controversial plans have been backed by some of the former greats of the game, including former Manchester United goalkeeper Peter Schmeichel and Brazilian striker Ronaldo.
I'm very, very positive about the prospect of having a World Cup every 2 years. I come from a small country, 5 million people, and you know we haven't got any guarantees of qualifying in a tough environment in Europe for the World Cups that at the moment are every 4 years. I played for my national team for 14 years, but only managed to qualify for one World Cup. And I would certainly jump at the chance of having the opportunity to qualify every 2 years. And I have to say, you know, watching World Cups like the one in Italy and especially the one in the USA in 1994, having lost qualification in the last game, it was a really, really long wait for an ambitious player like me to have the next opportunity.
The new opportunity for new countries have a chance to fight for qualification every 2 years is amazing, you know. And of course, if you ask Messi or Cristiano Ronaldo if they love to have more opportunities to win the World Cup, I'm sure they will say yes.
As the Premier League returns this weekend, we've asked a number of managers if they'd like to see the World Cup every 2 years instead of 4.
For me, I think it's about the quality of the tournament. I actually quite enjoy the Euros every couple of years, and then you go to the World Cup every 4 years. That, for me, fits well. But I think in any decision, it all has to be taken in the number of games that players are playing, because we all want to see quality, and the last thing you want at the end of a season is to see players that have played maybe 50, 60 odd games being tired going into tournament football.
Well, I don't know how the logistics work, the actual idea of getting it to happen. I think that would be a challenge, whether or not somehow it could possibly kind of change the feel of the World Cup, because it's such a big event and everyone looks forward to it. And equally, there's the balance nowadays that everyone talks, or a lot of talk, of players' health and well-being, and they play too much football. So go figure, if you start another tournament in that, surely adds more football. So I don't know where that lives.
I haven't given it too much thought. My instinct would say I quite like every 4 years. I don't see a reason to change that, but that's just me as a football fan with not too much thought. But every 4 years seems to be working quite well. It's something everybody looks forward to. So yeah, that'd be my opinion at the moment.
Gary Lineker won the Golden Boot for England at the 1986 World Cup. So would he like to see a change to the current schedule?
I'd spoken with Arsene Wenger and Gianni Infantino about that recently. I had a conversation with them about the football calendar. I mean, I love World Cups. I'd have them every year, but I don't, whether that's not really realistic, of course. But you know, they're talking about in the future, down the line. They need to address the football calendar. I think the only way they could do it would be massively reduce the amount of qualifiers, so they perhaps play them all in a small period of time, perhaps in one city, because we've got to start thinking about the environment and clubs flying everywhere. That sort of stuff is really important. So there are many issues, and you know, a lot of the tournaments around the world, in African Cup of Nations, the in Copa America, they play by and large biannually. So it's an interesting one. I mean, every time a World Cup ends, I always think, God, we've got to wait 4 years. But I do understand the problems. It will not be something that's easily solved, and people think the specialness of the World Cup is the fact that it's every 4 years. But the Champions League's played every year. Does it make it weaker? No, it makes it even better. So I don't know. I'm kind of open-minded about it at the moment. So I'd like to listen to both arguments.